let's see how to solve these linear inequalities and then graph the solution and then write the solution in interval notation. 9 plus x less than 7. To solve this inequality, we need to eliminate 9 from left side of this inequality. So let's subtract 9 from both sides of the inequality. That gives us x less than minus 2. Now let's graph this inequality x less than minus 2. Since minus 2 not included into the solution, let's draw open circle around minus 2 and shade all the numbers less than minus 2 all the way up to minus infinity as the solution. Now let's see how to write the solution in interval notation. For that, we have to write the endpoints minus infinity and minus 2. Now let's put the parenthesis around it to indicate that minus infinity and minus 2 not included into the solution. Let's solve this inequality 6 less than or equal to x minus minus 5. First, let's rewrite this inequality as 6 less than or equal to x plus 5 because minus 5 become positive 5. Now let's solve it by eliminating 5 from right hand side of this inequality. For that, let's subtract 5 from both sides of the inequality and that will give us 1 less than or equal to x. We can rewrite this as x greater than or equal to 1. And now let's graph this inequality. Since 1 included into the solution, let's draw closed circle around 1 and shade all the numbers greater than or equal to 1 all the way up to positive infinity. Now let's write this solution in interval notation. For that, let's pick the endpoints 1 and infinity. And now let's put the square bracket around 1 to indicate that 1 included into the solution and parenthesis around infinity. Let's see how to solve this inequality. Minus 6 greater than minus 2 by 3x minus 8. First, let's eliminate minus 8 from right side. For that, let's add 8 to both sides of the inequality and that gives us 2 greater than minus 2 by 3x. From this new inequality, let's eliminate minus 2 by 3 from right side. For that, let's multiply both sides of this inequality by the reciprocal of minus 2 by 3, that is minus 3 by 2. When you multiply an inequality by a negative term, you have to flip the inequality symbol. So let's flip the greater than into less than. Now minus 2 by 3 and minus 3 by 2 at right side get cancelled and only x remains at the right side. And from left side 2 and 2 get cancelled and only minus 3 remains. So the new inequality is minus 3 less than x. Let's rewrite this as x greater than minus 3. Now let's graph this inequality. Since x greater than minus 3, let's draw open circle around minus 3 and shade all the numbers greater than minus 3 all the way up to positive infinity. And now let's write it in the interval notation. For that, let's pick the endpoints minus 3 and positive infinity and put parentheses around it. Let's see how to solve this inequality. Minus 9 plus 1 by 3 times x less than or equal to minus 8. First, let's eliminate minus 9 from left side of this inequality. For that, let's add 9 to both the sides of the inequality and that gives us a new inequality 1 by 3 times x less than or equal to 1. Now let's remove 1 by 3 from left side of this inequality. For that, let's multiply both sides of this inequality by the reciprocal of 1 by 3, which is 3 by 1. Now 3 by 1 and 1 by 3 get cancelled at left side and only x remains. And the new inequality is x less than or equal to 3. Now let's graph this inequality. Since x less than or equal to 3, let's draw closed circle around 3 and shade all the numbers less than 3 all the way up to minus infinity as the solution. Now let's write the solution in interval notation. For that, let's pick the endpoints minus infinity and 3. And let's put a parenthesis around minus infinity and a square bracket around 3 to indicate that 3 included into the solution.